straight cruising, headed for
What do you want?
bruising.
Should we go for a walk? Should we go for a walk? You're winking at me. Should we go for a walk? Hello. Hello. I can't say hello. It's been a while since I... Alright, washing machine. Hello. It's been a while since I have picked up my phone to vlog. Not for any particular reason. There's... Oh, what do I mean? What do I mean? Hello. I haven't vlogged for a while. And today I thought, I'm going to vlog. It's not for any reason that I haven't vlogged. I just haven't thought about doing it. But I want to get back into the swing of things. I was going to vlog every day through March, but I wasn't very well on the 1st of March. I was in bed. Very rarely am I ill, but when I am ill, I'm ill. So the 1st of March, I was in bed. So I don't know when I'll do daily vlogs, but I thought I might just ease myself in and do a weekend vlog. It's Friday morning. It's the first week that the boys have been back at school. So Ted has been back to his school, which is like a farming academy, which is miles away from where we live. So he has to stay there and I hate it. But he's coming home tonight, so I'm thrilled about that. I'm going to take you on a dog walk with me because although it has been monstrously windy, March is notoriously a windy month. It's something to do with high and low pressure. I read that in my almanac. But we live on top of a hill and it's so crazy windy. Things just get blown around. Tables and chairs and trees come down and all sorts. Anyway, I'm going to take you on a walk with me. And waffle. That'd be nice for you. Oh, the washing machine's squabbling now. Squabbling. You can see how wet it's been lately. I'm squeeze through here instead of opening the gates. Is that not lazy? Look at it. Very soggy, but lots of blue sky. Enough blue sky to make a sailor a pair of trousers, as my mother-in-law, Mad Granny, would say. I am very much hoping that it's not going to rain. It doesn't look like it. I don't have a coat on. I'm wearing my tree lights. Why did I say it like that? My tree light jumper, which is by Knit Love Wool, I think, Jennifer Steingass, and I've knitted it in Léttlopi, and I do love it. It's gorgeous and warm. I had a few issues. I didn't get gauge. It took me about 3 goes to get it right. I did a swatch, but it just all shifted. Oh, the sun's funny. Do you know what? I'm going to come back and talk to you about my sweater when I'm back at home a bit later on in this vlog. So, cue plinky plunky music and some nice green English spring countryside and a happy dog.
Where you're going, truth cannot be hid. You gotta get going.
So, Bunny goes to the toilet and I have to pick it up. She scratches the grass. She's got me with a bloody clump of it. You turd. She doesn't care, look. I'm literally covered in mud. Can you see? That's where she scratched. Oh, you beast.
You can be deserving of the rest that you are.
I could pick her up again.
You
now.
happy, Wilf? Despite how it looks, it's actually the next day now, Saturday, and I'm about to do some blooming gardening. I don't like gardening. Oh, it's windy. Don't like gardening. Teddy came home last night. It's less windy around the side of the house. So as I was saying, Ted goes off to school on Monday morning, comes home Friday tea time, and I miss him terribly and I hate it, but it's the right school for him, he loves it. Oh, I'm puffed out because Toby got me this from Facebook Marketplace because I struggle with the wheelbarrow with my dodgy elbows. Last year I did so much digging in the garden, I gave myself a tennis elbow, and despite it being much better, it's still not 100%, so I'm very ginger with it. So instead of a wheelbarrow, I've got this push along trolley, and I'm about to repot some plants because the pots got broken. They were quite old. I think frost gets in them, doesn't it? And also they're a bit pot bound. So I've got a couple of box bushes and a couple of what's it called? A couple of box bushes and a couple and a maple tree. And I bought these saucers to go underneath the pots on my olive trees, but I don't think they're big enough. No, how annoying. No, they're too small, but they won't go to waste because I've got other pots they'll fit under. It's just they were the biggest ones I could get. I'm gonna have to go online and see if I can find even bigger. I've come in from the garden now, got my knitting and my coffee. I'm whispering because Wilf is on a Zoom party. What are you doing, Margot? The theme of the party is like James Bond, secret agents. It's Wilf's disguise. 2 wigs. I think you're going to stand out in the crowd.
I know, right?
This is so fun. Now they've been infiltrated, haven't you?
By
An enemy force. So they've had to move on to special. Oh, look at the screen. It looks so mucky. Doesn't look like that in real life. Special Agent Training 2. Here we go.
You, son. Give a lot and live a little. Work with what you got. Where you're going, you can rest your head. Where you're going,
Oh, go.
this looks big.
Ah,
Where you're going,
what are you doing?
you gotta get
It's Sunday now, and I've been a rubbish vlogger. And it's Mother's Day, so I've been lounging. Whilst these boils have been toiling. Wow! They're clearing this area. We're going to have composting.
We, you mean you?
No, we'll all be putting things in it. The garden stuff will go in it. Going to have a big composting zone here. Over there, they've flattened out a big mound, and we're going to sow wildflower seeds and some sunflowers, I think. But yes, this is going to be brilliant. And this is going to be my raspberry patch. Got a chap coming tomorrow to build a fruit cage. It's an awkward space. And I couldn't. I'm going to go in the greenhouse. It's really chilly. Look at this. Look at the state of everything here. That's all leaf mould in there. Oh, lots to do. Oh my gracious! Look at this. Oh, hideous, hideous. But this is what happens. I come in and I dump stuff. Let me shut the doors. I can't show you my face because I've got no makeup on. It's horrendous. And look at the state of me. I'm still in my pyjamas. I've got my gardening shoes on and I've got my willy pulley on. But what I was saying... What? Shovel. Oh, I can't remember what I was waffling on about. I'm not going to list all the jobs I've got to do in here. As you can see, I've got a lot to do. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to set my timer for an hour. And I'm going to start in this zone here. It's not just me that dumps stuff. In fact, all of this is dumped by somebody else. What even is this? Well, I've stayed out here for 45 minutes longer than I thought I would. Look. I know where everything is. And it still looks messy, but it's actually organised. These are my granddad's old propagators, so I shall get some seeds going in those soon. This is everything for the watering systems. I've got bits for pricking out and what have you there. Plant labels, I've used them all. Lots of string dispensers, so I can put my hand on them easily. All my secateurs, most of them are crap. That's just some grit for drainage. Planting, staging. This is all the stuff for my compost. It's torn up bits of cardboard and straw and what have you, but I haven't got my composting going yet. I've got my hot bin. That's going, but I put my kitchen scraps in there. This is going to be for gardening waste. Then that's the butterfly net, so that'll be put into action soon. I need to move my tools. Got some dahlias there, dahlias. Look, self-seeded foxglove, so I've just given that a water and I'll dig that up and plant it in a minute. And then these are my geraniums. I'm just giving them a trim. I don't hold out much hope, but we won't give up yet. Cardboard for the no-dig system. And that's it. And it's all swept. Oh, 2 minutes of waffling about my greenhouse that only I'm going to be interested in. Oh, well, never mind. I've finished my gardening, had a shower, and now I'm going to FaceTime my mum. And then, what, love?
Is there anything for dinner?
He's got an itchy leg and an itchy arm. It's funny how itches grow, isn't it, Wilf?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I was just saying that I'm going to FaceTime my mum because it's Mother's Day here in the UK today. And then I'm going to chat to you about my Treelights sweater and about a couple of things that I'm going to frog. Hello, Bilge! Hi. What are we doing? Me mother never answered. Blew me out. So this might cut off any minute because I expect she'll ring me back. Can't remember what I filmed today and what I've said. Like I said, as I mentioned, it is Mother's Day. So this morning I had cards and a cup of tea in bed, and Ted picked some flowers, put them in a little jug. Because all I ever want is, I actually usually want breakfast in bed. A cup of tea, homemade cards and a little jug of flowers picked from the garden. But I didn't have breakfast in bed today, and actually that suited me because I didn't really fancy a bowl of cereals. I wanted cooked breakfast, well, poached egg on toast, so you can't really eat that in bed, can you? And then I went into the garden. Well, no, before that I did a little bit of sewing. I've been stitching a quilt, that quilt that I think I might have shown it before. I'll show you it in a second. I'll show you it now because it makes sense to show you it now. I've done Irish chain quilt out of Toby's old shirts and an old sheet, and I'm at the point now where I'm hand quilting it. The pink line is just a dressmaker's pencil. I've lost my needle. Where'll be that? Oh, there it is. So I just draw a little pink line and then I stitch through it. And the green cotton threads are just, they're the basting threads. It's taken ages, but I quite like doing it. I've got another one that I've started. I'll show you that. This one is just going to be in a brick formation. So how can I show this? Like that. And I started putting it together, but I realised that I had too many squares that were the same next to each other, and it doesn't bother me if it happens now and again at all, but when it is so often, it bothers me much more. So I'm making more of these strips with different fabrics, so that will prevent that from happening. Shove those back up there. Oh, I am so uncomfortable. Usually I kind of take care of myself not too badly, and in October, November last year I decided that I hadn't been looking after myself. Here's my mum. Told you. Yeah, it was my mum. So we've just had 20 minutes on the old FaceTime. I sent her a subscription, a 3-month subscription of flowers once a month, because only me and my granddad Bill send my mum flowers, and granddad Bill's been gone since 2001. Is that right? I think so. I try not to remember. I don't like to think of it. So yeah, we've just had a lovely chat. That was lovely. What was I talking about before then? I was talking about how I generally look after myself, but now and again I take my foot off the brake. Yeah. So then I started looking after myself properly at the tail end of last year, and then Christmas came along. And I took my foot off the brake, and I think it's time to put my foot back on the brake. Oh, I'd love to eat and drink what I like whenever I like, but that's just not gonna. I'm quilting here as I'm talking to you, because I was quilting when I was talking to my mum. I'm just using this as a ruler to draw the lines. Yeah, I'd love to eat and drink what I wanted to, but I also want to stay fit and healthy. I do not have the patience to be poorly or to have bad problems with joints. I've got enough of them as it is, so yeah. Not judging anybody else. Everyone else can do what they like. I'm just talking about myself. So it's time to be sensible in the week, be mindful at weekends, but enjoy myself. That's my plan. Let's see if I stick to it. I'm thinking it's almost time for a glass of wine. But it is Mother's Day. Toby has got a dine-in for 2 meal, so he's going to get that ready, and the boys have got pizzas, so I don't have to think about that. I don't mind cooking a roast most of the time though, but just Mother's Day you just don't want to, do you? Can't believe I spent 2 hours or so in the garden. Why did I do that? I'll tell you why I did it. It's because it had to be done, and if I don't do it, it doesn't get done, and then I'll end up with a manky garden in the summer. And as much as I hate gardening, I like to have a nice garden. I enjoy a nice garden. I just don't enjoy the work involved in getting it nice. Right, I'm going to stop sewing this now, although it does get a bit addictive. There we go. I'm going to talk to you about my woolly plans. Is that loud? When my back rubs against my chair. So first off, let's talk about, it's inside out because of how I took it off, my tree light jumper, which is a Jennifer Steinglass jumper. Which way around does it go? I know which way's the front because there's a mistake. It's by Jennifer Steinglass, who is Knit Love Wool, I think. Here we are. And it is my first proper colour work piece. I've dabbled in colour work before. It didn't go brilliantly for me. It wasn't diabolical, but I struggled a bit with it. And to be truthful with this, I did struggle when there was, to be truthful with this, I did struggle a bit when there were 3 colours to juggle, especially when, so I held the contrast colours in this hand and the main colour in my right hand. But sometimes there was more contrast colour than main colour, and I found that a bit of a juggle trying to catch the floats. And sometimes there was massive gaps between the different colours, and it was a bit of a juggle. I just found it a bit of a juggle sometimes, keeping the contrast colours in this hand. So when it was tricky like that, I just thought, swap it around. So I'd swap it around, and that's probably why my colour dominance is a bit hit and miss. Can you see my mistake? Can you see it? There. I just forgot to knit the stitch in the correct colour. Don't matter though, it's actually very handy. Adaptations that I made, I just said adaptations, I think that's not a real word. Adaptations that I made was I wanted it cropped, and I didn't do the shaping, but I did do the short rows. Unfortunately, that makes the back dip down. I can't actually tell by the way I'm holding it. Okay, it goes like that. So the back dips down, and what that means is when I wear it, the front's great, but the back, just this bit here, rests on the top of my bum. So you get the curve of your back and then use your bum, and that rests on there, and it bunches up and it makes this go like a roll, and then that makes the front go like a roll, and it literally looks like I've knitted myself a tire, like a hula hoop, like a rubber ring that you'd put on in the swimming pool. So that's not the greatest thing, is it? Oh, the light is going light and dark, isn't it? Look, sorry about that. Tough. Can't do anything about it. That sounded really aggressive. Another thing about this that I would change next time is it's knitted from the bottom up. So you knit your body to your armpits, and then you knit your arms to your armpits, and then you join it all together, and that's fine. Didn't mind that. Other than I was desperate to get to the colour work. I just wanted to get to that, and it felt like the body and the arms really dragged. I'm sure it didn't, but it felt that way. It didn't help that I cast it on. This was the fourth time lucky cast on. I just couldn't get the tension correct, couldn't get the stitch number correct. In the end, I knitted the extra small. I had massive size needles, something like a 6 when the pattern called for 375, but it was so hard on my hands, I just couldn't do it. And although the tension, the fabric is much looser, it's fine for me. That noise annoying me. I'll just sit up straight. Yeah, so it's fine for me. And I think the tension's worked out fine. And it did mean that it knitted up quicker because I had, I don't know how many less stitches, loads less stitches. What else can I tell you? So what I would do next time, because I'm a newbie at colour work, having to manhandle all of this whilst doing this and having to move it around, it just, I found that was more of a hindrance to getting all of the stitches to go nice, to look nice. So what I would do next time, I think, is I would do a provisional cast on, knit the yoke, and then knit the body. Because the other thing was, I knitted the body and the sleeves to the length that I thought, but the yoke was longer. So whereas I knitted them so that they went to here for the armhole, would you like to look at my armpit? There it is. See, I've not been looking after myself, and I've got a little fat pad there. That's tickly. I knitted it to here, but then the yoke was bigger, so the yoke pulled the armhole down by about an inch or so, which meant that the length of my cropped sweater was lengthened. So it's not really a crop now. It doesn't land where I wanted it to. So top down for me, definitely. I can understand why it was written bottom up, because otherwise these perfect V's would not be perfect V's. They'd be them, wouldn't they? Whatever that is. So it's all experience, isn't it? And I'm sure my experience will grow. Well, experience does grow, doesn't it? The more you do something. The yarn is Léttlopi. I will put the colours down below in the description bar below. There's a little arrow. If you click on that, in there is descriptions and links to things, and it are right in there what this yarn is, what colourways it is. And while you're down there, if you're not a subscriber, I'd love it if you were, and hit like, because I need to put my big girl pants on and get a raffle going. And as I've said many times before, the more people who can find me, the more people can participate in my raffle, the more people will have the adverts, so we get revenue from that, and it all goes towards a special needs school, underfunded special needs school that my little boy goes to. My little boy, who's now 15, and he's taller than me, but he's more like a 7-year-old, so he's my little boy. The yarn is Léttlopi, and yes, it is rustic. It is not soft, and it is itchy. Depending on which t-shirt I wear, depends on whether it bothers me or not. I love it enough to forgive its itch though. And I haven't even blocked this. I've not blocked it, so that might help with the itchy sitch. Oh, am I going on or what? 12 minutes I've been blathering on. Never mind. After my shower just now, I was going to wear a dress with my love note jumper on the top, and it didn't look right. And then I thought, well, I'll just wear a strappy vest and a skirt with my love note jumper, and that didn't look right at all. And the problem is that you can see through this lace too much of anything other than, like, unless you were to wear a bra, really, there's too much seen through the lace. It just looked really untidy. It didn't show the lace off properly. It was a mess. So I sat and thought about it and thought, well, what could I do? What can I buy so that I can wear that jumper? And then I thought, I'm not buying anything. I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to wear this jumper. I'm sorry to say I won't be wearing it, but I absolutely love the yarn. And I've got 2 more balls of this yarn. So I'm going to frog it. I enjoyed knitting it. I'll enjoy knitting something with the yarn again. So this is going to the frog pond. Almost looks like a frog. Look, wide mouth frog. The other thing going to the frog pond, I've been telling you all I'm going to do this, but I'm going to show you it because I've spoken about it but not actually shown you what I'm frogging. And that's this. This is my boxy, and I wasn't wearing it because I didn't like the sleeves, so I took the sleeves off and I thought, oh, I'll wear that loads. No, I've not worn it, and I just know I'm not going to wear it. So this is getting frogged. I recently knitted the bifold mittens by Amy of Taylor S Studio, and I used leftovers from this with some Kid Silk Haze, and I loved how it turned out so much that this is going to be frogged, and I think I will knit maybe the Trescal jumper or the Felix jumper, or there might even be enough to do one of those and a cropped something else, possibly maybe a ranunculus or something. I know everyone's knitted these jumpers, but I don't think you guys come here for brand new inspiration of things to knit. I don't think you mind that I'll be knitting stuff you've seen everywhere for the past 3 years. Okay. I'm going to shove together all of the bits that I've recorded over the last 3 days, see whether it makes any kind of sense at all, and this is either goodbye from me or I'll see you again tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, I look like a scarecrow. I haven't brushed my hair. Look at that. Oh. Bye.
You gotta get going. Easy now. You gotta get going. Easy now.
This is the second attempt. Let me see. Actually, not much better. This is my second attempt at recording this because I just recorded it, and realised how unpleasant I looked. I'm going to do the raffle. I'm going to show you what I've selected out of my prize pile for a bit of a bumper raffle. Now's probably not the right time to be recording this because, you know, when you do raffles, you kind of got to be high energy, and well, I've had a cry today, which is not like me. I used to cry all the time. I was a right blubber. But now I'll cry with relief. I cried when my friend's husband got a new job after redundancy, and I can't think of another example off the top of my head. Anyway, let's move on. So this raffle, if you're new around here, have a little read of in the description bar below. I'll explain in there why I do these raffles, but the rest of you beautiful people who have always shown me so much love and support, if you feel like joining in again, I'd be delighted if you did, but please don't feel that you must, because you've all been already unbelievably generous. Okay, you want to see what we're doing. I've selected a few things with a bit of a theme, a bit of a warm and cozy theme. We here in the Northern Hemisphere are we're just about leaving dark, dreary winter months, and which are my favourite, and entering spring, but it's still chilly, so we still need to be cozy. And you guys in the Southern Hemisphere, you're just about to enter your autumn, so you're about to need cozy. So with that in mind, I've been sent by Vicky from West Green Loft Yarns. Unfortunately, the box got a bit squished in the post, but the contents are still perfect. So Vicky, she sent us I say us because I'm talking about me and you. One of her boxes of hibernation box, I think she called it. I think you can still get these on her website, and I am sorely tempted. So in this hibernation box, you have got a hot chocolate on a wooden spoon stick with marshmallows. You have an adorable little mini tote bag. It's like a box sort of shape. Oh, isn't that lovely? Perfect for a small project. Smells nice. Excuse the rattling. There is in here do you know, this is difficult to show you everything because everything I touch sort of bends the boxes. Oh, cute. Look. A little fluffy pom-pom stitch marker. And a cup of tea, or the progress keeper there, and a cup of tea. Oh, I'm still having problems with my camera focusing. Oh, cup of tea, stitch marker. Not going to pack those away just yet. There is also a vegan bunny basil patchouli. What is this? Soap, I think. Gosh, that smells lovely. That's why this box smells really nice. Yeah, but that's not all. A hug mug. Look. I love the shape of that, and it's got these lovely, it's not showing up quite so well, but it's like textured lines going around, very delicate, and they're inside as well. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Last but not least in this box, bit of rustling, a stunning set of yarn. It's showing up darker with more of a contrast on the camera here, but it's much softer in real life. This is Bouncy Sock in the colourway Toasted Marshmallow. See, it all goes together. You've got the toasted marshmallow, you've got your hot chocolate and your marshmallows to have in your big cosy mug. I've just rewrapped it in bubble wrap. Having had a nice bath with some soap. Possibly it's a candle. I think it's a soap. And you've got your little stitch markers and progress keepers that match to go with it. Is it not just heaven? Love it. I really fancy one myself, but I've enough mugs, I've got enough yarn, and I've got enough blubber on my backside. I do not need chocolate and marshmallows. Now, to go with that, I have got here a beautiful shawl that my friend Jodie, who is Tatty Cats and Yarnytales, sent. This is yarn by Lay Family Yarn. I don't know what the colourways are though, but I suspect Jodie remembers. So you can be drinking your hot chocolate and knitting whatever you fancy, because it doesn't have to be a sock, wearing this lovely shawl, which of course you don't have to wear that way. I'm all crap with shawls, which is why I don't knit them anymore. Oh, that is lovely. That feels so soft and cozy around my neck. Nice. But not only that, you could be knitting with that yarn whilst wearing this, something from this gorgeous book, which Kerry, Crafty Kestrel on Instagram, sent. And it's got such a lovely book. It's a vintage inspired gift. So there is knitting in here. Oh, I've shown this before, look. But not only that, there are recipes for winter plum chutney. There's Easter Rocky Road. There is, oh look at these, crocheted lavender mice. So sweet. I'm not showing all this for long enough. I'm going to hold. This is such a lovely book. So that's going into the prize package. And that's not it. Gorgeous Gina, hi Gina, Rosie Ball Designs, has sent a project bag. Oh, that's so springy and Eastery. That's so fun. It's an alpaca. Look at that. Look at the trim. Oh, and the buttons are all sewn on. Oh, that's very Eastery, isn't it? Oh, Gina sent that a while ago and I thought, right, I'll save that and use that next year. I think that I've opened that with perfect timing. Clever me. And now I know there's at least 2 of you out there, because you've told me numerous occasions, you know who you are, just winking. You've been waiting for the Sandy by the Lakeside raffle prize. So here we are. In here we have a tote bag, scissor sheath and pin. I'm going to open it, try not to tear the bag it's in. I'll just zoom past this because it's going to be a lot of crinkling. I thought I'd lost the scissor sheath and the pins then, but they were, there we go. That says by the Lakeside on there. And, oh, the packaging stuck to itself. One of those. These are brilliant, these scissor sheaths, because they fit on various sizes of scissors, but they also, you can shove 2 sock needles in there to stop it poking through the side of your bag. There's another pin for those of you who collect pins. And here he is. Here is Sandy by the Lakeside tote bag. Lush. Look. It's roomy. Oh, what a lovely bag. Oh, imagine having that and going to a yarn festival. So where are we? What are we now? We're in March. We've missed Unravel. What's the next one then? I don't know. That is the raffle prize. I need to set it all out nicely, not my forte, take a photograph, and I'll pop that in here now so you can have a visual reminder of the prize lot. And oh, battery's going low. And I need to do the admin for the raffle and pop it on Instagram, edit this vlog and get it all going. That's what I need to do. Right, I've started now. The wheels are in motion. Sometimes all it takes is just one step. You just need to start, don't you? Oh, I'm excited for whoever wins this little lot. Getting this through, oh, I'd be delighted if I got this through the post. Oh, lovely. Right, I'll sign off now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by and spending some of your precious time with me. I'll chat to you soon. Bye.